we kind of took off what Quiero said during, and that's when COVID hit. So like we were saying, it was kind of hard to do shows.
Didn't know what to put out.
Trying to figure out what's next, to be honest.
Right,
like,
what's next? What's the next step?
what's something for us that's different? What's something for us that'll switch it up a little bit, give people something else, you know?
I see the TikToks when we go on stage, bro. It looks like rock stars, bro, like jumping
We're
around.
taking more like
Yeah, it's not traditional, you
and
know?
they stay put and just
Traditional.
like more serious.
Yeah.
Más.
Ain't nothing wrong with
just
that.
entramos y hacemos un desmadre.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Yeah.
We just act ourselves.
you should
up
come
there.
to a show one day, bro.
Personally, now that we're in this genre, the vibe we have now with our own music and these originals,
Que tienen los norteños con sax is like, bro, it's the dance. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna dance.
yeah,
Like,
that's true.
back then, we were Sierreño, pues,
Kind of just sit there. You guys should change your name and stuff. We're like, what? We didn't really like think of anything else in the moment. We're like, what's good, you know? We're like,
you know what day it was? It was a day we opened up the Legado 7.
And originally it was supposed to be me going to the army because we wanted to give my mom papers. And my sister, I always appreciate her for this. She's like, hey, like, I'll go so you can follow your music career. And that's when I was gonna give up because I was gonna go to the army.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Agushto
up, guys?
podcast. We are here in the Spotify studios. Huge shout out to Sam and Chuy. Today we have special guests, Los Primos Del Este.
Que rollo?
About time.
Thank you for having us, bro.
We talked about doing the podcast for a very long time, but you guys have been just so busy. It's been tough.
Yeah, bro. I know you guys been busy too, so it's kind of hard to fit in the schedule, you know.
Yeah,
But we're here, man. We're here, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, guys appreciate that.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
what are you guys up to today?
Man, just honestly promotion. Just trying to. We had a couple interviews earlier, and now we're with you guys, so just kind
How
of
were
working.
how were the interviews?
It was good, bro. Honestly, the first one was really good. Second one, it was alright. But
Alright.
this one, this top
one's
notch
gonna
right
be
here.
better,
man.
bro.
We're
It's
gonna see if
top
it's the
notch.
best one. That's good.
I'm
that's
out of
good.
questions.
Now I got nervous because the cameras were rolling.
That's it.
No, no, such thing.
Nah, but we
It's
want to
like
get to know like the whole story of the whole band.
Yeah, for sure.
How long ago did you guys start the group?
I'm gonna let Eric say this one right here.
So the group is, it was just us originally, us 3, and that was in 2017. In 2017 is when we met. We started something. We did, yeah. 2019 salió Quiero Ser, and we were still together. And then, what, like 6 months ago, agregamos estos compas acá atrás, and we started doing el Norteño.
Yeah, so before it was Sereno, right?
Sereno, yeah.
Yes,
2017, then 2019 was like that first song that like
Yeah, Quiero
kind
Ser
of like
was the
hey,
one.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was like during COVID, like the Tacuache
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, that's what sucked, man. It was during COVID, so that was a hard time.
Yeah, it was a hard. I feel like it was a hard time, but I feel like everyone's home and like they need something to watch, something to listen
Right.
to. So I feel like that's where a lot of people came up.
To take
during-
advantage,
Well,
right,
I mean,
of-
we came up during COVID.
For sure, that's true. That's actually.
Time
I
at
guess
home.
just for like events, it was hard, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
there
get
you
you.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was like the 3 founders. You know, you guys were a Sereno group, and then the rest of the groups came in. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Oh, okay.
Nervioso, mi
Yo
compa.
también estoy nervioso.
Sorry, I'm the awkward one out here. Juan Luis Hernández, acordeonista de los Primos del Este.
David Tell is the saxophone player for Primos Del Este. Y Alejandro Tell is drummer of Primos del Este. For sure.
You gonna do us
Yeah.
three too?
Yeah.
Giovanni, primera voz de los Primos del Este.
Eric, bajo quinto y requinto.
Ariel, segunda voz y bajo.
Damn, that's what's up. So now it's 6 of you guys.
It's 6, man. It was 3, now it's 6.
Yeah.
So how is that being like that big change?
It's
Now that
different,
6 of you
bro.
guys.
It's different. I definitely tell these guys all the time. I'm like, hey, it's 6 of us now, bro. It's 6 heads, you know. Now we all got different, thought process sometimes. So it can be a little tough. It can be a little challenging, but at the end of the day, I think we're all compatible, man. I think we all just enjoy the time being together, being away from the family. Not enjoying that, being away from the family, but trying to trying to like enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
And
get
and conviviendo, no? Pues,
Yeah,
you know.
for sure.
I didn't mean it
Yeah.
like that. We trying to be away from the family.
Family watching this, like,
Gotta love my family.
Family man.
Yeah, shout out to all of our families letting
sir,
us
yes,
chase
sir.
the dream for real.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I mean, I think we're kind of like have a group, like that too.
Right,
and
yeah,
then
for sure.
I think it's tough. Everybody, as you said, has different thought processes, and but I think at the end of the day, everybody has the same goals.
Right.
So
That's what makes it a little easier, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
most
think so too,
definitely.
bro.
That's cool. Yeah, because actually I watched the interview you guys had with Pepe like was it like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I watched it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get to know him a little bit better. And I think he just asked like 2 or 3 questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, hopefully get to know you guys more. So then you guys met, and then how did that go? What did you guys tell each other in the beginning? What were you guys' goals?
Honestly, bro, at the beginning, I didn't think that I was gonna do music. I kind of chased it because my friend, I have a friend who also does music. He would play guitar, and I didn't really know how to play guitar at the time. but I would always like, you know, just cantar un poco, pues a lo menos, no, just kind of just whatever. And we just linked up one day and just started jamming out, bro. And eventually we started posting videos on Facebook and stuff like, you know, Facebook was popping back in the day. So we'd always post Facebook videos and stuff, and people would comment and like them. But, you know, back in the day, you would post something and you wouldn't really get no engagements or, you know, you just kind of someone else posting, right? And eventually people were like commenting and liking it. And that's what gave me motivation to kind of like, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe if people like it, why don't I continue? So that's kind of how I began to have faith in this.
Yeah. What about you guys? How was that in the beginning? What were you guys' goals?
Well, at first I wanted to be a soccer player.
Él también.
We all wanted to be soccer players. What was your excuse? Your knee?
What's your excuse? His eyes.
And then, well, pues llegué aquí para los Estados Unidos, and then I stopped playing soccer because I used to live in Mexico. Llegué aquí and I needed another hobby, and I picked up a guitar. Actually, it was a electric guitar, so it was like rock music.
Oh shit!
But then that's when the Ariel Camacho wave came, and that's when I drifted over to Doce Cuerdas.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
What about you?
I guess for me, the whole music thing, my family, I come from a family of musicians, but not this genre, you know. But I think middle school, I was like, I wanted to be the cool kid. You know, I was a little weird back then, so I took guitar class, did that. Then I met him and some other homie in high school, and then he brought us together. And the reason I even started doing this was because of him. And I still remember, like, he wouldn't play the guitar, we would all link up, do whatever, just really just mess around, bro. It wasn't nothing serious.
We didn't really have like a goal.
It was for fun, bro. You know. And then it was more like when we met him, we kind of got the little formation together, and we were like, all right, you know, what's next? What are we gonna do? You know, you start off with the little parties, family gatherings, but as with time went on, bro, it just kind of got more serious without us wanting it to get like that, you know. So it was just like from one day to the next, it got bigger, more stuff, more music, and then eventually, bro, you just start want to make a name for yourself, you know. Kind of gets to that point. So
That's cool.
really just fun, bro. That's what made everything come together.
Yeah,
A bunch of
for
homies
sure.
want to do them.
And how did the name come up? Los Primos del Este.
My boy right here.
Well, Los Primos, before Los Primos Del Este, I was in a group called Los Primos Sin Rumbo.
Right.
It was originally me and a cousin, a real cousin. But then, you know, he went.
Why you exposing us, bro? People think we're cousins.
We are. in a
Nah,
way,
but we're almost like brothers, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, back in the day, he did have the group with his actual cousin, and that's why it was Los Primos Sin Rumbo. But then over time, his cousin ended up leaving the group, doing like a restaurant business and stuff like that. So then after that, my brother actually was kind of trying to move us, like manage us in a way. And we were sitting down at a restaurant one day and stuff. He was like, man, you guys should change your name and stuff. We're like, what? We didn't really like think of anything else in the moment. We're like, what's good, you know? We're like,
You know what day it was? It was a day we opened up for Legado Siete.
Okay.
Yeah, I do remember
I
that.
remember that day he said that.
Yeah, and he said, hey, y'all should change your name. We're like, well, what you think? And I think Del Este came up, like Los Primos Del Este, because we're from the East Coast. And we all just kind of stared at each other like, it's cool, you know? We're like, nah. And then eventually like, it just clicked, I guess. We're like, all right, you know, let's do Los Primos Del Este. And that was it, bro. After that, you know, we just kept it.
The rest is history.
Fuck
huh?
it, let's do it.
Damn,
Yeah.
you guys opened up for Legado? Like,
It was a long
Way
time
back
ago.
in the day, bro.
Then,
Like
When we were still Los
2017.
Primos Sin Rumbo. Yeah.
We didn't even have none of
Just
our
guitars,
songs. It
yeah.
was just, you know, local group.
Back in the
Mhm.
Saco
Covers,
era,
put
you
up
know,
covers.
with the little
Back
the loafers and
that's crazy
stuff.
because back then Legado was like,
Popping.
Bro, back then Legado to
I mean, they
me
still
was
do
like
their thing for
crazy.
sure,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, yeah, back in the day it was like peak. It was like I was
Peak
super
Legado.
proud to even be there. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It was a dream being there. To be
Yeah, that was a
honest.
big milestone for the podcast
Boy,
too. It
was
was
singing fire,
the
right?
first big artist, huh?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the first big ones. I wasn't even part of it. I was just
Yeah.
más allá andaba pegado.
No, for sure.
And how is it being from the East Coast?
I don't know.
It's unique.
It's
Just
tough.
because people assume we're from East LA.
Yeah.
We've gotten that a lot. And then, like, they hear us talking, the way we act, they're like,
Yeah, they ain't
That's how it
from,
was
they ain't
at.
from here.
yeah, you know. I guess because we're kind of like country mixed with Mexican, mixed with, like, a bunch of other things in there. So
Weird.
it's very unique. You know, you can't really say we're from one or the other, but being from the East Coast, bro, it adds a lot of sauce to the music.
That's
You
true,
know, we listen to a lot of rap, country, everything, bro. So
Yeah,
it
everybody's
kind
a
of
little
just
different,
influences the whole process of our music. You know, even with them, because they're from the motherland, like where the music, this Zacatecas really, you know, kicked off and stuff, bro.
Yeah.
So like adding all into that to the music, bro, you kind of get something that you can't really like explain. You know, kind of like a cool little fusion of stuff.
Yeah, you guys are unique. You know, it has its own
Thank you, bro.
its own
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's great. So like, you guys started as a Serreño. What made you guys want to like switch it up to Norteño?
Well,
Eric.
it wasn't like we didn't even want to switch up. We were at the time where like we were trying to put some music out there, and we didn't know what to put out.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what's next, to be honest.
Right,
Like,
what's next? What's the next step?
what's something for us that's different? What's something for us that'll switch it up a little bit, give people something else, you know? And then eventually it just came to the point where he came up.
We were practicing for an event we were gonna have here around Cali. I don't remember, pero we started practicing, like I said, no es mentira. But we always fuck around. Like when we get bored of practicing, I start like, this boy starts doing some cumbia shit on top of our shit.
But like just like a song that's not even cumbia, you know,
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah, converts it like a
Yeah.
song, and we converted that to like a Norteño. And we started singing it. I was like, hold up.
I was like, mira.
Ba-
But I was trying to do like a fin de semana vibe, you know? Like,
Oh, okay.
Te compré las flores, tan, 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 right? And I was trying to do something like that, but with that song. And it was kind of coming together. He was playing Tololoche and everything. I was like, hey, this kind of, they got that little hard, you feel me?
What's going on?
And
Somebody
then
record
he was
this.
like, hey man, I think we gotta record that. And I was like, I think so too. So he hit up my boy Juan, and then we put up to the studio one day, showed him the song. He popped out the accordion, you know what I'm saying? Started putting in a little, doo-doo-doo-doo. And then it came out, man. No es mentira, it came out.
Fun fact, we wasn't even gonna drop it on platforms. It was gonna be straight YouTube.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, because we didn't. I guess you could say we didn't have too much like faith in it, bro. We were just kind of like Norteño, you know, like this is different. It's way different than what we do. So we didn't know how people were gonna react. So we're like, let's just drop it on YouTube maybe, see if it does good. If it does good, we'll do platforms and everything. But then eventually it was just like, you know what? Let's throw it out there. Let's see what happens.
Wait, but what made you guys think that you guys needed to make that change?
I don't even think we like thought about like if we needed it. It was just kind of like something that happened, honestly,
to
bro.
just
Like,
make the change.
yeah, it was just kind of like, you know what? Let's do it. You know?
Right.
It was for fun.
It was for
most
fun in a way,
likely.
yeah. Like, cause these guys already record and they play in a Norteño group, you know. So why not go to them and be like, hey, well, can you guys help me like record this music? I got a song already, you know. Can you help me record the music? And they're like, for sure, let's do it. And that came out, bro.
We talked at a party, and I think you told me, it's like, oh, I never expected to like be doing this type of music, but
Right.
it was just
No, I never expected to pick up a bajo quinto.
Yeah.
I was like,
la gente
Yeah,
la
I never
demanda.
thought I'd be doing this either, you know.
Yeah, that's super crazy, but I mean, it just worked out.
Yeah,
Song
gracias
all
a
over
Dios, bro.
TikTok.
Gracias a Dios.
Yeah,
El
congrats,
sombrero.
El sombrero.
Hey, but honestly, like, which one do you guys like better?
Man, now that we're in this genre, is the vibe we have now with our own music and these originals, it is definitely a whole different vibe, bro. It gives us more like animos, being on stage and performing the music to people. It definitely makes it just a different
Yeah,
experience.
like people get more pumped, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely, bro. I mean,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking to Oscar yesterday and asking him if it mattered a lot how the people react when you guys came on stage, and you know, or did they just have the performance they're gonna do no matter what?
Mhm.
And he was saying that, you know, that you have your performance, but when you see the people so hyped and like le echas más ganas,
Yeah.
and you just give it your all.
For sure.
right. Y lo que tienen los norteños con sax is like, bro, it's the dance. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna dance.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
back then, we were Sierreño, pues,
Kind of just sit there and watch it.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of awkward. I was like, hey, like,
No, once I saw you guys at Pico, I don't know how to dance. I was like,
Yeah.
sí estaba así.
You should see a video of him at Pico. Oh my god.
You got lit or what?
Roll the clip. Ah.
No. Yeah, I think one of the very first vlogs we did, they took me to Pico, and I didn't have botas or anything, and they did the whole video like, oh, we're gonna go buy the botas, and ended up being like botines and stuff, like the ones that don't like go all the way up.
Yeah, okay,
It was
okay.
like you open it
You
up.
got a
and
pair
it's
of those.
like it's stretchy.
but they look like boots though. They don't
Yeah,
look like they're
yeah.
not.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
And
like boots, but just up to here.
And then after I was like, well, who cares? You know, like that look, yeah. But now they cooked me. They cooked me hard.
No,
And then-
the fans, dude.
Yeah, and then I remember like we were just standing there and they put the camera on me and they're like, okay, go ahead, somebody to dance. Oh my, no, I'm still a really shy person, but
Yeah.
back then, dude, I was like, oh hell no, I quit this whole YouTube thing.
Nah, I
It's
feel you, bro. I feel
over.
you. It's okay. That's how we all are sometimes, bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
gotta get out your comfort zone sometimes, man.
You'd be surprised how shy we are.
Yeah,
bro.
no, definitely. We
Yeah.
could be a little.
I feel like people just assume, you know, like you're like the most outgoing
Right.
person, but
Yeah.
le echa uno ganas, you know, to.
But have a break.
So you guys get out shy on stage?
Honestly,
Yeah.
bro, I don't get too shy anymore. But I used to, you know, I still get a little nervous, you know, before I go on stage and stuff. But it's just something I love so much, bro, that I just connect immediately with the people, and I just feel like I'm super nervous before, but once I hit the stage, bro, and that first song comes out, it's like I just let it go.
It's a whole different energy because I feel like con Norteño is like, from my point of view, I feel like when it comes to shows, you're used to Norteño being traditional, chill, laid back, but like I see the TikToks when we go on stage, bro. It looks like rock stars, bro, like jumping
Yeah, you're a
around,
rock star.
Like more
sweating.
like a modern, huh?
Yeah, bro, and I think that's what really like what makes us stand out because
We try to push that like
Yeah,
norteño
already
thing
gave us
out
a
of
name
life,
for
you know,
that.
like-
Norteño group would be looking at us when we're playing live. no tengo estos marihuanos.
Yeah.
¿Qué andan tocando esto? dude?
Yeah, I think people
they take it more like
Yeah, it's not traditional, you
and
know?
they stay put and just
Traditional.
like more serious.
Yeah.
Más.
Ain't nothing wrong with
just
that.
entramos y hacemos un desmadre.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Yeah.
We just act ourselves.
you should come to a show one day, bro.
Yeah,
Man, I've been wanting to go.
You have to,
I'm
bro.
I'm a big fan of them,
You
and
have to.
you guys have like shows really far away.
We
I'm
might
asking
even,
for a few days off soon so I could go see
might
you.
even have to bring you on stage, throw you a little shot. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
take 10 of them.
Oh.
I'll
Hey,
right
y'all,
here,
y'all heard that,
Ya
right?
dijiste,
Y'all heard that.
I'll
carnal.
take yeah.
Ya
Come on, me and
dijiste.
Jason.
You gonna
This
start
guy too.
dancing afterwards.
Y a ver si empiezo a bailar, ¿no?
Ahí sí vas a
Yeah, I
empezar
gotta
a
learn how to
bailar,
dance
carnal.
Te llevo los botines, pues.
No, I got some real boots now.
You upgraded.
Yeah, super sick. Yeah, I think there's always like a pushback with like change and stuff, you know, maybe from
Yeah.
other groups like they just do like the thing they've always been doing and then somebody else comes in and like I think it's always about innovating, right?
For sure, for
and
sure.
like having that presence on stage, you know, moving around, interacting with the people.
You guys started with the music, kind of like as a little hobby, kind of how you guys mentioned. Like, where
Mm-hmm.
does Grand Records come in?
Grand, honestly, we've been working with them for so long, bro. Kind of since we started, honestly, since Quiero Ser came out.
Yeah.
We've been working with them, so.
Before or after?
I mean, well, Quiero Ser did come out, and then we like, I mean, we almost signed like right away with them, to be honest.
Okay.
It was pretty much like right away.
After or before? It was before.
Oh,
Hey,
before,
fun
maybe
fact,
before.
I almost didn't see that DM. Almost didn't see it.
So-
Because basically what happened once we put Quiero Ser up and stuff, you know, you upload the song back in the day, you didn't think much of it. You know, we went on with our lives, and then it started doing good. We started seeing traction, and we really didn't think much of, you know, professionalism at that point, you know. And then Javi Grand, he just sent the DM. He's like, hey, I like what y'all got and stuff. And I'm going to say this again to everywhere I go. You know how weird it is to get a DM from someone across the country talking about fly out here, you know,
Yeah.
sign
I'll
something.
fly you out.
You know, and it was in good faith, bro. So we went, we did that. We met Javi, we met the team. And, you know, I could say that he's the main one that's been having faith since, like, day one, bro. Never, ever giving up on us because we've had our moments. You know, we've had moments where we even doubt ourselves. But not Javi, bro. Always been on it, bro. Always been on it. And he's kind of been the one that, like I said, since day one, gave us the vision, gave us kind of like the guidance. And, you know, as an artist, bro, you got to be the one to push yourself. But the management counts a lot, bro. There's a lot of
You
artists
gotta have
that,
a good team behind you, definitely.
yeah, bro. So definitely.
I'm sure you guys gotta have a good team as well, bro, you know?
We try.
Oh man, we're just on face.
I don't
right
know
now.
how to lie, bro.
Yeah, but I've seen it takes a lot more than I guess what people see because you know when we started the podcast I would just see you know like the people on stage and stuff, but there's a lot that goes on
It's a
behind.
lot, bro. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
bro.
Having a good team is like super crucial so that you guys could just focus on the
Yeah.
music and you know your presence
Focus on the
stage
goal.
and all that.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
but having somebody to really
And you gotta have someone that cares about what you're doing too, you know?
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Not just interested on one thing, you know? You
Yeah.
gotta have
Yeah,
somebody
most
that's
definitely.
that's there for the energy and everything, you know?
yeah. So you guys said they've you know had you guys' back all along because you guys had your moments. You guys been through some tough moments.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like I said, we kind of took off what Quiero said during, and that's when COVID hit. So like we were saying, it was kind of hard to do shows, and it's hard to keep that what is it momentum going sometimes. So especially when that came out, we kind of nos desviamos a little bit from what was working for us, which is the romantics. We started doing different sounds, corridos, this and that, and which is good. You know, it's good to try different things. But in that moment, we had to kind of push what was working, and we didn't. So when COVID hit, it was kind of like, okay, you know, let's try to get what we can out of these shows and stuff. Let's try to work, and it just kind of went downhill a little bit, bro. So we definitely did have gone through some things. With the lot, bro. It's just been a lot. It's hard to go through everything, but it's
Yeah.
definitely been some rough couple of years sometimes, you know.
Damn, but what was going on through your guys' heads? Like, were you guys planning on like giving up, splitting? Or anything
Yeah,
like
bro. I
that?
think there's a lot of doubt in my head, you know. I had a lot of doubt.
There was times I think you guys were about to dip.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't say
No, I was
dip,
like, no.
more like,
no, not yet.
not like my mom, like or like my sister and stuff. Like I'd be like, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this because I got to provide, I got to do other
Yeah.
things and stuff. And then they're like, nah, you gotta follow your dreams. Like my sister, she's in the army right now. And originally it was supposed to be me going to the army because we wanted to get my mom papers. And my sister, and I always appreciate her for this. She's like, hey, like I'll go so you can follow your music career. And I was like, really and stuff. She was like, yeah. And I was like, you know what? And that's when I was gonna give up because I was gonna go to the army. And then she was like, nah, I'll go and you can follow your dreams and stuff. And I was like, all right, that's okay. You know, I don't want you to, but if that's what you want to do, that's cool. And that's what happened, bro. And it's beautiful how stuff happens.
Wow, that's crazy.
But it is definitely crazy to me because I always appreciate it for that, for sure.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I think
crazy.
something you realize is the families don't really count. I
Yeah.
think.
Gotta have a good backbone.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, because I mean we've gone through some tough moments too earlier this year, and yeah, I mean I feel like that's what we kind of asked too, because it's on our mind still. Where you
Yeah.
know, just sit down with the whole team. You're like, well, fuck, like what are
Fuck,
we
do
gonna
we
do?
keep
You know,
going?
like you don't
Yeah.
really have a path to follow. You're like,
Right.
you really don't have an answer.
Right.
Like, how do we change it, you know?
Right. You don't have a
It's not
guide,
the-
right? It's kind
yeah.
of like you got to go on your own. That's definitely the tough part about this industry, is that it's hard to find someone to kind of guide you through it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah,
But if you can do it on your own, bro, like you guys have been doing great. I mean, honestly, bro, just keep it up. Keep up the
thank
way
you,
you guys been
appreciate it.
thinking and working, and esto se va a llevar hasta otro lado, loco. you know?
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, for real,
Likewise.
thanks.
Let's take a quick
quick
break. All right, guys, we are back from the break. We had to take a break because these cameras over here, you know. But you know, get back to what we were talking about. You know, you guys have like these hits that are on TikTok. You know, the motherfucker plays that shit. I feel like 1 million of those streams are his.
No, yeah, on YouTube. Yeah,
Thank you, bro.
I play it every day.
And then he
And
sings them all
appreciate
bad
that,
too.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was cool. It's because I never, well, personally, I never really like listened to that music
Right.
too much because, well, first I don't even know how to dance, and then I just heard that song on TikTok and I was, oh, that shit's hard.
Yeah.
So then I was like, it took me a while to figure out like what it was called. I'm just dumb like that. And then once I figured it out, I would put it every day, like 3 times on for maybe like a month.
Bro, I
Yeah.
would never.
You're like, yeah,
I would never listen to this type of music either, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think like it's just.
Damn, and then you
Yeah.
guys you guys open up TikTok, you see all these sounds. It's just your guys' like music. Like, how do you guys feel?
It's sometimes for me it's a little surreal because back in the day, you know, I would post on TikTok. I don't get nothing. I know,
Yeah.
like, I mean, you know, a little bit, but you see like the numbers now, and you're kind of like, dang, like, you know,
Yeah.
people are actually enjoying this. They, you know, it's surprising.
Damn.
Surprising to me. Still, it's a little unreal, but I'm appreciating it for sure.
That feedback from you guys as fans, how I know all the new fans.
Yeah, bro. It's surreal, man. Every time we hop on stage or something, or we see people at the shows, I'm like, dang, man. Last couple months ago, we couldn't even pull 100 people to our show, you know. So it's definitely crazy.
That's insane, bro. And what do you guys say, like as of right now, is you guys' biggest accomplishment?
Biggest accomplishment. Let's see. I think getting signed to Interscope has to probably be one of the biggest
Oh, Interscope,
accomplishments.
yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty big label,
Congrats.
and they have a lot of good artists. So that's definitely an accomplishment for sure.
And how long ago did that happen with Interscope?
I think we're going on to a year, almost a year now.
Nah, it has been more.
No?
Like, it's
More?
like
Oh,
a year and a half.
About to be a year.
Okay.
Oh, really?
We had to look behind the scenes over there, like.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And
About a
how's
year,
that?
yeah.
How's that been? How's that experience been with Interscope?
Not bad, bro. I mean, it has its ups and downs sometimes, but for the most part, it's been good. You know, just working, trying to work with the team they provide us, and just following what they want to tell us and taking advice. You know.
Keeps you on edge, bro, because they really tell you what it is, you know? Like, you have your good meetings, your bad meetings, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's
It's part of it.
it's part of it, bro. Just I'm pretty sure y'all have the same experiences as well, you know? But Interscope's definitely helped us grow mentally, you know, business-wise too. But more than anything, bro, kind of like it opened our eyes up to the whole image of the whole thing we want to do. Because, I mean, at least for me, it was kind of tunnel vision when you want to stay on track for one thing and they give you all these options and how to approach it. And it's like, okay, like, it's not just this side of things, just this over here, you know? So definitely opened up my eyes to a lot of things and really just make me realize how much bigger this music thing is than any of us, you know?
Mhm.
Because from my example, Dr. Dre signed there, you know? And that's
Yeah.
someone I grew up listening to. So to be a part of that, it's like, okay, I'm probably doing something, you know?
Damn,
And
that's
it's
crazy.
like,
Oh my bad. Keep going.
no, well, anyways, it's a dope experience to be part of it, and just weird because I never would have thought they would get into this genre. You know,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
regional mexicano. It's a big step for all of us. You know,
Yeah,
not just us.
definitely. I remember Manny, right?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where we met him, and then he was like, "Oh, like look at the new artist," and I was like, "Oh, Los Primos Del Este." And I saw the other ones too, and I was like, "Damn, like you guys really." I feel like they really did their homework, huh?
Yeah.
And all that stuff, and I thought it was impressive. What?
You guys were probably like one of the first signings, right? Was it coming
Yeah.
out?
We were the second.
Second one.
Second?
First was Javi.
First was
Yeah,
Javi.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
So Javi, then it was us. Yeah.
that's pretty crazy.
Mhm.
And so you guys, just asking the question. So you guys have meetings with like Interscope, and then you guys like sit down. And they're like, "Oh, we want to do this," and they're just like, "Well, we got 17 ways to make that happen." It's kind of
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, something
Mhm.
like that. Yeah. But it's more like coming up with a game plan, coming up with or them asking, hey, what's your next drops? What you got ready? You know, what can we do with this song? You know, just different ideas.
Yeah, most definitely. So they push you guys to
Yeah,
keep
they
going.
approach the music industry in a different aspect sometimes too, and which opens our eyes to do different things, different content. TikTok, honestly, we weren't really big. I'm not a big person like to be on TikTok, or I am now, I guess. But before, honestly, I'm like you said, I was a little shy. I kind of sucked being in front of the camera. You know, I didn't know how to approach it or how to even be relatable to the people, anything. You know. So whenever I seen TikTok doing good and stuff, it definitely did surprise me because I was like, dang. I thought people weren't gonna want to mess with me, you know.
Yeah, I think now this day and age of how the music is, like you need to be on TikTok and all those platforms. I think aside from the music, the fans really expect a little bit more.
For sure.
You know, like to get to know you guys or.
I feel like in a way you gotta be like an influencer too.
Yeah, in a way that's true.
I feel like a lot of artists don't want to do any of that.
It's tough, bro. It's tough to kind of stick to that social media, but it definitely does help. It's a platform that's there, bro. You got to use it.
Yeah, most definitely. So you guys have those meetings within Interscope, and they ask you like, what's next? What's next for you?
Ahorita, one of the next songs we have, it should be out by the time y'all see this. Se llama Baby. That's con el official Alex. That's a song of his, dope song. So we did a remix of it. It was originally Serreño with guitars, but we did it into Norteño con sax, and I feel like the people are gonna enjoy it a lot, man. We put a little snippet on TikTok, and it's doing pretty good. So let's hope people like it.
No, for real.
And where do you see yourself in like maybe like 6 months? Like, what are your guys' goals for this year?
Man, we want to end up doing something in the Peacock Theater. We want to do a show there, si Dios quiere. But first we want to drop an album. We want to do an album of just ineditas and stuff like that. Pura norteñas, maybe even throw in some different type of genres. Because one thing about us is that we don't like to stick to one thing. Obviously we did Serreño, and we're showing the people that we can do a little bit of everything, bro. I want to end up doing banda. Let's see. Well, I mean, that's kind of lo que nos falta, no? Just banda, I think, to be honest, because we got the Norteño con sax.
Dembow?
Falta el dembow, you know, stuff like that. Pero yeah, we want to end up incorporating all that in our shows, you know? So, con el tiempo, I think people are going to see that we can do a little bit of everything, bro, and I hope they enjoy it, you know?
It's crazy. The Peacock,
Yeah, that was one of the questions I had. What stage you guys wanted to be on?
That's definitely one of them that we want to accomplish.
Yeah, for real. Hopefully, you know, well, soon.
Yeah,
get to go.
Si
Hopefully, you guys have a show close here.
Let's do it.
And that'd be cool too, because I don't know if you could dance there, so even better for me.
You always avoid places where you can't dance.
Yeah,
like,
you just sit down.
No, that's been tough for me because
yeah,
like we're talking. No, hasta pisteando. I'm still shy. No, I've had better. No, it's because one time. Oh, here I go again. We went to see Eslavon, and then I don't even know how I let this one slide. Oh man. So I was dancing with her, and then like everybody was just looking at me, and then I see some girl just started laughing. I was like, oh my god, they were laughing at me dancing, trying to dance.
That's
you know?
crazy.
I was like, I'm
don't hate.
everything I got it right here.
he left his heart on the dance floor.
Everybody told me that story. That shit was funny. I mean, you guys got that song coming out with official Alex. You guys have an album plan soon?
Yeah, bro. Ahorita we're just cuadrando las canciones, trying to see which ones we want to put on the album, obviously. Pero there's this other song que I feel like people are enjoying a lot right now, like a snippet we did, like Quiero Ser. That was obviously one of our first songs that blew up. So my boy Juan, he had the idea. He's like, man, let's do Norteño, you know, version of that song. And I wasn't too fond of it, honestly.
It's more like fan service. Okay. It's more like fan service because they've been like
people ask
us
for
to
it.
do like, hey, ya need to do Quiero Ser next, like they were need to do.
But for me, like that song's been around for so long. Well, since we're the one who did the song, it's kind of like, oh, why do it again, right? But honestly, I didn't expect the reaction, bro. So it's crazy.
And who writes the music?
I write most of the music, bro. Yeah, we have some moments where I end up working with other people sometimes, collabing with them, or we do like camps of we write together and stuff like that. Or even with Ariel, sometimes he has a song that he comes up with, and I'll help him out, or you know, we'll just share it, to be honest, sometimes. But mainly, yes, I do write a lot of the stuff.
Is it hard for you or easy?
Now I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's something que gracias a Dios no se me ha dado like tan complicado. You know, it hasn't given me too much complication. But I just feel like, man, I just gotta stay in my zone and just trying to focus on the goal, bro. And I just that's all I can do, you know. And I try to, whatever happens in my life, I try to come up with some story out of it, you know.
So you draw from personal experiences.
Most of the time I do, bro, and sometimes I do kind of come up with stuff in my head. But most of the time, yeah, it's like personal experiences.
Which one was a personal experience? Tell us
Yeah.
a personal-
Lover boy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Or the lyrics are so new, you know. It's like, oh, like tengo las historias en el borrador.
Right,
I think it's maybe something that people are not used to.
for sure.
In the
It is different. It is a little different for sure. The lyrics on especially these Norteño songs, Norteño con sax, because like we said, it's traditional, so they don't use a lot of these lyrics that we use. You know, excuse me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like well, he's a norteño, but like it gives it like that modern like sound as well, with like the lyrics as well.
For sure.
So I think that's
Tumbado.
what a lot of people like, you know, nowadays.
Yeah.
I think it was something like Frontera was saying when we had him here that they try to do the modern lyrics.
The modern lyrics with the yeah. And you guys brought the instruments?
Yeah.
We did, bro. We
Damn,
did.
I
Can we hear
saw-
some songs.
I saw
do
all
it.
the instruments.
Let's do it.
Hasta vi la batería.
Just a little.
Damn,
We ain't bring the whole batería, but
Yeah.
little piece of it.
Let's do it.
Even then, that's crazy, guys.
Is
Yeah.
there stuff we need to connect?
We're gonna take a quick break. We're
I'll
gonna
break.
figure this out, fam.
Pa' que se la dediques a tu crush. Se llama Poema. Te veo todos los días y cada vez más hermosa. Te marco por el phone, salimos, te invito a unas copas. Preciosa, confiésame tu amor. Yo sé que me quieres, solo dilo para oírlo. No es por ser atrevido, que no te dé pena decirme lo que sientes. No soy un desconocido. Llevas tiempo hablando conmigo y no sabes, quiero ser más que un amigo. Me enciendes mi amorcito, bendita eres tu chiquilla. Está bonito el día para escribirte una poesía. Me encanta tu cinturita, rozar tu cuerpo es lo más hermoso. Sé que tú no confías, ten fe en mí que como yo no hay otro. Confiésame tu amor, yo sé que me quieres, solo dilo para oírlo. Que no tengas filtro, que no te dé pena decirme lo que sientes, no soy un desconocido. Llevas tiempo hablando conmigo y no sabes, quiero ser más que un amigo. Me enciendes mi amorcito, bendita eres tú mi niña. Desocupé mi día para escribirte esta poesía. Thank you. Ya pa' cuando vean esto, plebada, ya va a estar suelta esta canción. Se llama Baby, ojalá y les guste. Y dice así. Baby, me enamoré cuando yo te vi. Y tú bien sabes que te quiero a ti. Voy a quedarme hasta el fin. Chile bien. Baby, me enamoré cuando yo te vi. Y tú bien sabes que te quiero a ti. Voy a quedarme hasta el fin. Baby, esto que siento ya no se me va. Mi corazón dice que quiere más, no sé qué hacer, regresa ya. Y ahora qué voy a hacer sin ti, mi amor, no puedo más. Ya déjame amarte, mi niña. No sé qué voy a hacer sin ti, mi amor, quiero llorar. Ya déjame amarte, mi niña. Baby, me enamoré cuando yo te vi, y tú bien sabes que te quiero a ti. Voy a quedarme hasta el fin. Baby, esto que siento ya no se me va. Mi corazón dice que quiere más, no sé qué hacer, regresa ya. Y ahora qué voy a hacer sin ti, mi amor, no puedo más. Ya déjame amarte, mi niña. No sé qué voy a hacer sin ti, mi amor, quiero llorar. Ya déjame amarte, mi niña. Primos del Este.
All right, guys, that wraps up the end of this podcast. Huge shout out to the Primos Del Este for pulling up. You know, thank you guys for your time. And any words for the fans?
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate Agushto. I appreciate all the fans, all the people listening, all the people supporting. Estamos más que agradecidos y emocionados y contentos. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. I'm a huge fan of you guys, and I really appreciate you guys bringing all the instruments. You guys were really prepared for that. Every other artist watching this set the bar right there. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. I wish you guys the very best, and we'll take your word on those tickets. We're gonna.
I got you, bro.
We're ready to
We'll
go
hook you
to
up for
the
sure.
shows.
I got you.
Thank you guys. See you guys and take care.
Peace out.
Por los Primos del Este.